Okay, let's tackle a big question for this deep dive. Why is it that some people seem to bounce back from really tough times, failure, trauma, tragedy, while others, well, they struggle more?
It's a fundamental question, isn't it? And the answer from psychology is uh, maybe not what you'd first think. It's not about being invulnerable or some kind of super
Oh,
kid.
no capes involved.
No capes. We're diving into what the expert Ann Maston calls ordinary magic. Basically, our mission here is to understand how this process actually works.
Ordinary magic, I like that.
Yeah. Resilience, formally, it's defined as adapting well when things get tough, in the face of adversity.
Okay.
And the key insight, really, is that it's not about somehow dodging stress or pain. It's all about adapting successfully and recovering from it.
So let's get into the mechanics then. When we talk resilience, it sounds like we're talking about a dynamic skill set almost, like two parts.
Exactly. You've got two core components. First is adaptation.
Adaptation,
Yeah.
like bending so you don't break, adjusting how you see things.
Precisely. Finding new ways to cope
Yeah.
right when life throws that curveball, that immediate adjustment.
Okay, and the second part.
That's recovery. That's the actual bounce back people
Yeah.
talk about. Getting your footing again after the storm, finding a new kind of normal, a new state of functioning.
Got it. Adaptation during, recovery after.
Right. And this whole thing, this process, it hinges on a kind of balance. Think of it like scales.
Okay.
On one side, you have risk factors. Things like chronic poverty, maybe parental mental illness, trauma, stuff that weighs you down.
Right, the challenges.
And on the other side, you need protective factors to counterbalance that weight. If the scale tips towards the protective side, you're just better equipped to cope.
So, okay, if risk factors are the weight, how do we load up the other side? What are these protective factors exactly? Are they internal things, external?
Both, actually. They fall into two main buckets.
Okay.
Internally, it's not about like a superhuman willpower. It's more basic cognitive tools. Well, things like being able to self-regulate your emotions, communicate what you need effectively, having decent problem-solving skills. These kinds of things help you connect and cooperate.
That's interesting because it pushes back against that idea of just, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, purely internal grit.
It really does. Because the research consistently points to the most crucial factor often being external.
Which is?
It's often not even internal strength or high IQ, but simply having at least one stable, caring connection.
Like a person.
Exactly. A parent, a teacher, a coach, mentor, even a good friend.
Yeah.
Someone who provides that sense of love, security. It acts as a vital buffer against stress.
Wow. So one good relationship can tip the scales.
It often does. And the really solid evidence for this shift in thinking, it came from Emmy Werner's work.
Ah, the Kauai study, right. That's a landmark one.
Absolutely foundational. Started way back in the 1950s. She and her team tracked nearly 700 children on Kauai from birth, many facing huge challenges early on: poverty, parental alcoholism, illness.
Really high-risk kids.
Extremely high risk.
Yeah.
And the expectation, was maybe they'd find just a few exceptional survivors.
But that's not what happened.
Not at all. It was kind of a revelation. Really proved that ordinary magic idea. About 1/3 of those high-risk children, despite facing really dire conditions,
Yeah.
they still grew into confident, competent, successful adults. They had healthy relationships, stable careers.
1/3. That's a lot.
It's striking, isn't it? It showed resilience wasn't some rare gift, but actually pretty common, pretty accessible if they had those protective factors.
Actually, that buffer.
That supportive adult.
That supportive adult connection in their lives. Yeah.
So that changes everything, doesn't it? How we think about dealing with adversity.
Completely. Resilience isn't some fixed trait you either have or you don't. It's common and it's learnable. It's a set of, as the APA puts it, behaviors, thoughts, and actions we can actually develop.
So you can build it by consciously nurturing those relationships we talked about, by actively learning coping skills, self-regulation, finding meaning, even when things are hard.
Okay, so let's sort of tie this together. The big takeaway seems to be that this magic, this resilience, it's not magic at all. It's ordinary. It's baked into our basic human systems.
Exactly. It's found in the basic human adaptational systems that, well, we all possess. We just need to activate and support them.
Which means we can all get better at bouncing back. It's not just for a select few.
That's the empowering part. And if resilience really is just the result of supporting these ordinary fundamental human systems, well, it becomes something you can actively work on.
Right.
So maybe that leaves us with a question for you listening, thinking about your own life. What ordinary protective factor, maybe it's strengthening a specific relationship, learning a new skill, building a positive habit, what one thing, if you bolstered it today, would best help you navigate whatever challenges tomorrow might bring?